Looking at news from the business arena, Bride Fair opens in Male today. This is the first bridal fair to be held in Maldives. Minister of Human Resources and Youth Hassan Latif inaugurated the fair. A runway show was displayed at the inauguration, featuring designs by local designers. The organizers of the fair, Bride Maldives, also launched a magazine at the fair, which features the service provider for the wedding events. Bride Maldives informs that this fair is held to bring together photographers, designers and other service providers to expose the partners of the industry at one place. About 300,000 Maldivian rupiah were spent on the fair, displaying 25 stalls. Bride Maldives informed that they look forward to extending this fair to the atolls as well. They added that this fair is not only focused on the local market, but also on tourists as well. Apart from exposure for service providers, this fair also opens a platform for the young models, added Bride Maldives. BlackBerry announces its answer to Apple's iPad with a device called the Playbook. The company unveiled its tablet computer to much anticipation at the developer conference. DevCon in San Francisco. It is one of the first business-centric devices in the tablet market. Analysts said that the release was a clever move by the BlackBerry maker Research in Motion, whose smartphones dominate the business sector. Analysts have said the Playbook will give RIM an opportunity to dominate in a market it is familiar with and where it enjoys a solid reputation. In the smartphone area, RIM maintains a comfortable lead in the US with a 39.3% share according to research firm Comscore. The iPhone share of the US market was 23.8% and Google's Android was 17% for the quarter ending in July. Globally, all of the firms trail handsets that run the Symbian operating system, which accounts for around 40% of the market. The Playbook will have a 7-inch 18cm screen with front and rear-facing cameras to enable video conferencing, an important feature that will appeal to the business market. In sports, Bayern Munich coach Louis van Gaal has extended his stay with the Bundesliga champions after signing a contract extension with the club. It was revealed on Bayern's official website on Monday that the 59-year-old has put pen to paper on a one-year extension that will keep him with the German Giants until the end of June 2012. The news comes after a poor start to the season, which has seen Bayern lose significant ground in the title race already. They lost 2-1 to league leaders Mainz at home on Saturday, and now they find themselves 10 points behind the early pace setters. But Bayern chairman Karl-Heinz Rummenigge revealed that the decision to reward Van Gaal with a new contract after such a defeat was proof that they have confidence their coach will bring silverware to the Allianz Arena. Van Gaal joined Bayern last summer and had a tremendously successful season. He led the club to the Bundesliga title and the German Cup. Bayern were also on the brink of a historic treble that were piped to that feat by Italian giants Inter Milan, who triumphed when the sides met in the UEFA Champions League final. And now we take a look at the latest updates from the Delhi Commonwealth Games. Top officials say that more than 3,000 athletes have moved into the Games Village and that all the infrastructure is in place. The Games Village is in place.
Speaking at an event to launch the theme song for the Commonwealth Games volunteers in New Delhi, Suresh Kalmadi said that all 71 countries had confirmed their participation in the trouble sporting event. The athletes' village, which had been described as uninhabitable, was supposed to be ready last week, but many teams have delayed moving in because cleaning and repair work have not been finished. India has come under harsh criticism for the state of the athletes' village, including complaints about filthy conditions, infrastructure problems, and even a snake found in the room of a South African competitor over the weekend. Last week, a footbridge leading to the main stadium collapsed and injured several construction workers. Another snake, a 4-foot cobra, was reportedly found at the tennis stadium. Security has also been a concern with the recent shooting of 2 tourists outside one of the New Delhi's top attractions. A militant group took responsibility for the shooting, but the authorities have assured of providing foolproof security to the games. Venues for the events were barricaded and sniffer dogs were pressed into service to tighten security around the games venues. The innermost lanes on all routes linking the various games venues have been dedicated for the games traffic. The games village was supposed to be ready last week, but many teams have delayed moving in because cleaning and repair work have not been finished. Some of the buildings had leaks in them. There was still water in some basements and some elevators were not yet working. Team officials and athletes said conditions in the village had improved dramatically. Despite the controversy, mood was upbeat among the young volunteers on Tuesday. Thousands of students have been trying to work as volunteers to help and guide the athletes and visiting officials as well as tourists arriving in the Indian capital. The multi-sport games held every 4 years bring together nearly 7,000 athletes and officials from 71 countries and territories from across the former British Empire. The games were meant to help cement India's reputation as a growing regional power. Instead, its image has been battered by negative publicity about its frantic last-minute efforts to get ready for an event it knew it was hosting 7 years ago. The games are due to open on Sunday.
And with that, we conclude the news for tonight. Thank you for being with us. Have a very good night.